Title: Presidential Citizen Part 1, Politics in Africa, is a subject that is both sensitive and risky to talk about, but for the sake of this story, the names and characters have been changed. The story begins in Addis Ababa, outside the African Union building. President Alma Sani Degolu of the Tusker Republic, the despotic and tyrannical ruler of the oil and gold-rich country, arrives at the venue in a customized bulletproof SUV. He comes out looking elegantly clothed in his royal traditional attire. Initially, he had wanted to go inside the building, where the meeting was going to take place, but decided to wait patiently for the arrival, for some of the corrupt head of states and sit-tight tyrants that are running the rich resource continent into mud with their corrupt failed ideas. And so it was that President Alma Sani Degolu stood outside waiting. In 30 minutes no head of state had arrived yet. He grew impatient, and soon his mobile device rang, and when he picked it up to answer, it was the army general, his friend, that called him to inform him of the protest and uprising that had taken over the streets of Tusker Republic. As soon as he heard this, he could not comprehend what was happening. He had left the country without any turmoil, he reasoned. Soon disillusionment set in, followed by mixed feelings of frustration and power loss. He yells at his army general, who was on the phone speaking to him, "Get them out of the streets, Tobo. I don't care if they all die. I would rather rule over goats, monkeys, and dogs than to have a protest in Tusker and shoot them all. It is my command. The country belongs to me. And arrest those opposition leaders immediately." His aides were all around him, staring at the ranting president of Tusker. And as he kept on speaking, at the top of his voice and bragging, a 14-year-old high school girl, who was walking to school, looked up and saw the president of Tusker shouting at the top of his voice. She calmly walks up to the president, and said to him, "Excuse me, sir, dear royal president of Tusker, permit me to ask you this. What is the cost of your presidency to the cost of bread in the streets of Tusker?"